Hello students, this is the second video of our second chapter of political science, the institutions of democracy. Okay, in first video we already discussed about the two institutions. Number one is universal adult franchise and the second one elections. Okay, in this video we will now start from the third institution, that is of political parties. Okay, first is political party. Political party is a group of people who has similar views, ideology. They come together, okay, and contest the elections and form the government. Okay, this is a political party. Okay, the political parties are very important in the life of citizens. They played very important role. Number one, very first point is they contest the elections and form the government. Okay. Number two, they play the role of opposition. Number three, they provide the political knowledge to the citizens. Number four, they criticize the wrong activities or policies of the government. They just keep eye watch on them. Okay. And number five, they form a link between the people and the government. Okay. So their role is very important. Now we will discuss about the types of the political parties. China has single political party system. USA has two party system. Okay, and India has multi-party system. Multi-party system means that many parties are here working in political system. Clear? Then there are firstly we will discuss about two types: national political parties and regional political parties. National party, who is considered the national party? Which group of people is considered a national party? The people, the party who get 4 seats of Lok Sabha in 4 states or more than 4 states and 6% of total population votes. Okay, that party is considered national party. Okay, like there are 6 or 7 major national parties are there, like Indian National Congress, BJP, Bhajan, BSP, BJP, and CPIM, CPI. These type of parties. There are many parties are there. Okay. So next is regional parties. The regional parties contest the election in their home states. Okay, they look after the interest of the people of their own states. Okay, they have specific area to govern, and every state has some parties. Like our Punjab has Shromani Akali Dal, and in any other states like other parties, the regional parties are there many, like Telugu Desam Party and any more parties. Okay. Then we will discuss now about the election process. Okay, the election process, how the elections are conducted in India. First of all, when the elections election was declared, election is declared by the election commission. The date is final. Before some days, the political parties and candidates start the campaigning. Okay, they announce they give the idea, give the knowledge to the people about their election manifesto. Election manifesto is a plan drawn by political party that if they will come in power, they will fulfill these type of things. Their policies are there. They will work on this type of policies. Okay, this is known as election manifesto. Clear? Then on the election day, on the polling booth, people come there and cast their vote. Okay, they use the secret ballot papers. Means the process of casting vote is keep in secret. for the protection of the voters. Okay. Then when the election casting vote, polling process is completed in all the constituencies, then the election commission start the counting process of the votes. Okay, votes are counting and then declare the result by the election commission. The party who get maximum votes, that party declare the invite for form the government. Okay, the party that party then come forward and implement their election manifesto. Clear? And other the party who come on the second position, that party play the role of opposition. Clear? Hanji. Then next one is the coalition parties, coalition government. We will discuss here in the coalition government. What is coalition government? When there is not any single party able to form the government, some other parties come with that party, join that party, they come together collectively and they form a government. That is known as coalition government. Okay, in India maximum from last decades coalition governments are forming, but the reliability of their governments is not good. Okay, we can say any time this government can be dismissed because they have to satisfy all the members of the party, especially who had aligned with them, that members they have to satisfy. If they will not give the proper satisfaction to them, then that candidates can give up their party, left their party and their government come in critical condition. Okay, so these type of governments are not good, but now in India every time this type of governments are forming. Okay, then next what is the role of the citizens in the democracy? Okay, citizens, people have great power in democracy. Okay, they have the great power to elect the representative. Those representatives come forward and run the government and take the important decisions of the country. Okay, they aware the people, they check, keep a eye watch on the activities of the government, on their political leaders. If any leader is not fulfilling their demands or opposing the people's welfare, the next time they will not give them chance to come in power. Okay, then this is the major role of the people in democracy. And sometimes others the people also make the political parties, make the pressure groups which put the pressure on the government to fulfill their demands. Okay, then decision making power, indirectly they participate. Okay, in democracy people indirectly participate in the decision making policies. Okay, I hope you clear this chapter.